How we doing? This is AKA Charles Calhoun, the ShadeTree Pro, and I'm getting ready to give you a demonstration of the downswing in golf. Now, I know it's often said that the downswing starts with the hips, which in a way, yes it does, but then maybe there's a little bit different way than it's just more than just the hips. And let me give you an example of what I mean. When we take our backswing, our hands are set here, of course. Somehow, some way, we got to get this club back down. And when we use the term to start the downswing, we must move our hips. But when we move our hips like that, that brings the club in, bring the club down, excuse me. But does it bring it down to the correct spot? Does it bring it down to where we need it to go to be able to strike the golf ball? See, I've got a little different way, because once again, I'm trying to get a better understanding of what's really happening. This goes in conjunction what I would say was Harvey Pinnock's magic move and what he was explaining there. If you notice, when I set up, my hands are here. But at impact, we're trying to get our hands out here. So, the way I figure that the hands and the hips work together is like this. Is that when I get the top of my backswing, now just imagine if there was a number line behind me. My hands would be on 1. For me to start my downswing, I've got to get my hands back over to 2. See, what happens when we just start our hips, our hands will stay on 1 and we'll just go there. But what we have to do is we got to get our hands over to 2. So when we move, in essence, what we're trying to do from the top of the backswing here is we're trying to get our hands over to the 2 position. Because why? Because that changes where the hands were at address, which would give you that 4 to 6 inches or whatever where your hands are past the ball. And that's the main thing that we're trying to do. So when we get to the top of our backswing, here's the move. There. See how it shifts over from position 1 to 2. And see, we don't have to even think about the hips. Position 1 over to 2. And what's most important is that it is when we take our hand back, you can see the left hand here, and I've got my right arm off. All I'm doing is just moving the left hand over. That's it. The back of the left hand is being moved over. So now from this position, I can do nothing but just crush, because my weight has already been transferred to my left side. So in essence, the true move in the downswing is going from position 1 to position 2. And position 2 and the hips work in conjunction. And that's the move, not this. I hope you enjoy that, and I hope it helped you out. And like I said again, this is Charles Calhoun, aka the ShadeTree Pro, and always good golfing.